So, Sean, you've seen the results of the new CNN poll. Trump trails by 5 points. He said today at a rally that he's actually winning. Do you believe he's winning?
Yeah, I think when you look at the battleground states, whether it's Florida, Iowa, Ohio, Nevada, I think where it matters, yeah, we're winning. And I think we've got a path to 270 that's going to put him in the White House come November 8th. Again, and I think the other thing, Anderson, is you look at states where we can start to see some evidence of that, right? So Florida, we're up over the Democrats in the early votes, not just the absentee ballots requested, but then returned. Same thing in Iowa and in places, like Iowa and North Carolina, in Iowa, in places like Iowa and Ohio, where traditionally we don't do as well as early votes, you see actually a consolidation of where we've been in the past. So it's a much closer race for us. So we do so well there on Election Day.
But, I mean, we just had John King explain the electoral map. Even if Trump wins all the states that CNN currently has as toss-ups, he still comes up short of 270. So, I mean, you're looking just, you're saying you're looking at early polling.
Right, but no, if you take Florida, Ohio, Nevada, Iowa, North Carolina, and then add in New Hampshire and Maine too, which is both areas that I think we're doing very well, and that gets us over the 270 mark.
I think New Hampshire, though, I think even Maine and Real Clear Politics, which is, poll of polls, shows Clinton in the lead. And
well,
also
again, in some of these cases, there's not one of those states that's not in the margin of error, and I think we feel very good about our data, where we are, and our voter targeting. We know exactly what we're doing in terms of the early vote, the absentee vote requests, and our ground game. So I get, with all due respect to the polls, I know where we are data-wise, and we feel very good.
This morning, Trump tweeted, quote, "Major story that the Dems are making up phony polls in order to suppress the Trump. We are going to win," end quote. Can you point to which polls and which Democrats he's referring to? Because he's not provided any evidence.
Well, I think you continue to see this narrative about them pivoting to a transition and being all done. The reality is that we want voters to know that this is a tight election. Their vote matters. And if we want to bring change to Washington, they need to get out and vote. But over and over again, you're seeing stories and hearing political pundits talk about, hey, the race is over. They've already begun the transition. We need to make sure that we recognize that there is a vote that's going to happen on November 8th.